Mutahi Kagwe says the country is yet to confirm a homegrown positive case of the COVID-19 variant. However, a number of travelers arriving in the country through the airports have tested positive. Kagwe argues the country has a chance of mitigating a possible foreseeable spike if more Kenyans get vaccinated, warning county governments to get ready as COVID-19 isolation facilities countrywide once the waves hit. We will be having a much comprehensive report on the same as he is in Mombasa, and Kamche Menza will also bring us a more detailed version of that report. First of all, we'll cross over now to Mombasa, where Health Cabinet Secretary Mutahi Kagwe is currently addressing the press.
The Omicron variant among some of the travelers who have been traveling through Kenya, and we have at least 3 cases so far. We have a lot of other samples that we are sequencing. So in the next 2 days, I will be able to confirm the spread or otherwise of the Omicron variant in the country. As I had said earlier, what we are hearing and what the information we are getting from other countries across the world are that the variant spreads very quickly, very fast. The effect of the spread is that if one has been vaccinated, the level of attack is a lot less and the need for hospitalization is limited. So if one has been vaccinated, they are getting chills, a bit of headaches and so on. But so far, what we have seen ourselves and what we have heard from our colleagues from South Africa and elsewhere is that the level of hospitalization is less than the Delta variant that we had some time back. So far, the hospitalization cases that we have in our country are still Delta. We have not detected any Omicron variants in our hospitals. But of course, as I said, we are carrying out sequencing in all our laboratories so that we are able to give Kenyans a better picture of where we stand as far as the Omicron variant is concerned. It is clear, however, that moving forward, the Omicron variant is likely to be the dominant variant, not just in our country, but across the world. And we are happy that the management of the variant globally is now being handled in a better way. We have had some countries that, for example, had closed and locked out people traveling from some countries have been removed from the red lists, and that's a good plan because the way to manage the virus is to ensure that we keep away the virus, but not necessarily keep away people. This variant is there with us. It is going to spread. There is no question about it. And it's a question of us preparing ourselves. We have urged that through the COG that all counties begin serious preparation for any eventuality. We have also urged that Kenyans get vaccinated. This is no time to debate. This is no time to start hesitating when it comes to getting vaccinated. The statistics are clear. In the countries that have got a widespread Omicron variant, it is clear that if you have been vaccinated, you are much better off than if you have not been vaccinated. If you have not been vaccinated, what you are threatening is your livelihood. You are likely to get sick faster than if you are not. You are going to go to hospital. You are going to spend money that you do not necessarily need to spend. You are going to impoverish yourself with huge bills that you don't have to incur. So as a government, what we are saying is that let's everybody get out there and get vaccinated. And we have asked the county governments to wrap up capabilities and preparations for that. And for that, I would like to ask Governor Wambora to just add something on to it.
Thank you, Waziri. I just want to confirm what Waziri Senator Kagwe said. We are aware of this problem, of this new variant. And we, the county governors, all over the 47 counties, we are ready to work closely with the Minister of Health, and we are insisting on the protocols which they have already given out, which our people will have to follow. So we are ready. We are confirming that our oxygen plants are functional. and the ICU beds are ready. Preparedness is always the best way to deal with these kind of surprises. Thank you.
Let me just add, for the benefit of the wider community and those who have been saying that we are making it mandatory, let me just add that we are not going to mandate anybody to be vaccinated. We are not forcing anybody to be vaccinated. However, we must recognize that internationally there are mitigating measures that have got to be followed. For example, when it comes to airlines, when it comes to trains, when it comes to buses, internationally, that is what is happening now across the world. If you go to Italy tomorrow and you want to go to a restaurant, you will have to show that you have been vaccinated. This is the practice elsewhere, and that is what is going to happen to our country as well. Whether we like it or we don't like it, the inconveniences are there, but they are necessary inconveniences. It is necessary because we are trying to stifle the whole spread in the country, but more importantly, we want to make sure that we don't get into lockdowns. That's what we are avoiding. By getting everybody vaccinated, we can avoid locking down our economy. We are aware that there are neighboring countries that have already gone into emergency lockdowns, that have gone into curfew, and so on and so forth. So far, we are not announcing any of those. We are not announcing a lockdown. We are not announcing curfew hours. This is something we are observing, and in the next 2-3 days, we will be able to tell the country whether it is necessary for us to go back to some of those measures. For now, we are observing. As long as we continue high vaccination rates, it may not be necessary for us to get there. But of course, we will take every measure that is necessary to ensure that we secure the livelihoods of Kenyans. Yes, please. The cases were actually, we had one South African and 2 Kenyans. They obviously immediately went into quarantine. So as we speak, you know, those are people who have been quarantined. And in any case, moving forward, anybody who would detect it with it must go to quarantine. Any other questions? Yes.
There has been some serious flu bug at the moment. Should Kenyans be concerned?
Not yet. Not yet. We are not panicking yet. As I say, there are things we observe before we go into panic mode. We must observe the severity of the flu. We must observe the hospitalization, and in any case, whether there is any fatalities that have increased. And so far, the statistics that we have do not point to a situation that should cause panic.
How long does genome sequencing take to establish the...
A day or two.
In the next 2 days, we'll go to know
in the next 2 days, we are carrying out continuous sequencing as it is.
And again, is the government testing the UK and people traveling from the UK and South Africa at the moment?
We are testing, as you know, if you go to the airport today, you'll find that as soon as you arrive at the airport, you are tested for COVID-19.
Okay, what is the plan in terms of the booster doses in Kenya, given that the AstraZeneca...
Health Cabinet Secretary Mutahi Kagwe live from Mombasa addressing the press and indeed the whole nation on the COVID update, and talking about the Omicron variant hasn't landed in the country yet, but he said no need for alarm, but of course he and of course the ministry are working towards establishing whether the variant has gotten into the country, and he says a day or two we will be able to identify that. Also, he has talked about the Delta variant being the only dominant one in the country, but he has said we need to get prepared for any eventualities, and they are not, as a government, they are not announcing any containment measures as yet. So we need all to be careful on each and everything that we do in matters COVID, and of course get the jab, that the clarion call by the Ministry of Health, get the COVID-19 jab.